Hello there, Internet! I am your host, J-Man. I welcome you all to some Let's Play! Hitman Blood Money. Now you might be thinking, don't you hate anything from Square Enix that wasn't made by a Japanese studio? Used to, but, for those who don't know what Hitman is a series of stealth games created by a company called Eido Interactive, and for a while was actually a part of the Square Enix, it was published by Eidos, and for a time it actually was a part of the Square Enix Western catalog. For only 2 games. And even then, one of them was Absolution, and to my knowledge, fans are very iffy about Absolution. They think it's a fine game, or not as good as the others, and others absolutely hate it. Blood Money, on the other hand, is the 4th entry in the series. So, okay, the first game is called Hitman Codename 47. Second game was just called 2 Silent Assassin. And the third game was more like just to try and test out stuff they were doing for making this game, called Hitman Contracts, and was more or less a project. Now, I know some about the Agent 47. I'll explain more about him later, but as you guys all know myself, I'm a hitman myself. I don't kill humans, I only kill angels and occasionally the other demons. And I've been getting into this series to see how you humans do your jobs. And maybe take notes on how I should kill my next target. Rookie, because I suck at games. Let's get to it.
Just in. Unconfirmed reports of an accident at Southland Park.
I can't find my boy!
Hundreds of family members gathered outside the deserted park today to commemorate the 2nd anniversary of the Southland Park tragedy.
Pending a full investigation of the park's safety
Authorities
procedures.
report at least 30 deaths and close to 100
5 years
injuries.
since the tragedy closed the gates of Southland Park, but new evidence
Is
in the
claiming
form-
malicious prosecution and believes
Says
he'll be
he spent
vindicated
every
at last.
penny of his
The
fortune
so-called
defending
Legal
himself
Eagles
from these
dream
lawsuits.
team defending Southland Park owner Joseph.
There were people flying everywhere. Body parts.
And the victims'
Blood.
families
Oh my
have
God.
vowed to appeal the decision.
Cleared of all charges.
Come, have a cup of tea, hon. Sitting in the dark won't bring him back, sweetheart.
I would like to place an order.
Okay, the whole I'd like to place an order is just no. I'm like, hello? Is this the ICA? Got a contract for you. So, yeah. This doesn't really have anything to do with the rest of the games. It's more like a glorified tutorial, but I like the story of this one, and you'll see why. And Absolution plays like this, but there's like some mechanics I don't like about Absolution, and you'll see why later. Alright, this training mission will equip you with all the skills you need for your assignments ahead. Begin priority story by pressing the plus button. Interacting with the world. Press A to perform actions. What's the wheel? The mini-map Right. Oh yeah, I should say right now this game actually this port is called Hitman Blood Money Reprisal. It actually adds a couple elements from the more recent Hitman games, World Assassination trilogy, but for whatever reason, it's only on mobile and Nintendo Switch. So this guy is our main character. His name is Agent 47. He is a clone. To my knowledge, he's a clone of a bunch of who has combined DNA of a lot of infamous criminals, but and he works for a group called the International Contract Agency, or ICA for short, who are basically neutral to everything and will kill whoever pays them. There. As this linear mission is like very there, and to my knowledge, ironically, it stores as a tutorial. It makes it impossible to get the highest rank, which is Silent Assassin.
Welcome to the States, 47. This should be a straightforward operation. We need you to penetrate an abandoned amusement park, locate the owner, and take him out. The target is a Joseph Clarence, also known as Swing King. An accident involving one of the rides at the park a few years back forced him to close it down. Our client has made a special request that the photograph you have in your possession be the last thing the target sees. Mr. Clarence has somehow become involved with a narcotics distribution ring, so the park may still have some amusements. Enjoy the ride, 47.
So that lady is named Diana. She is the handler and basically of Agent 47. Will give Agent 47 the stuff he needs to know when doing his job. So our target is a man named Joseph Clarence, a sleazy theme park owner whose cost-cutting measures cost the lives of 36 people. He got away mostly scot-free. Yeah, he was cleared of all the charges, but obviously he filed for bankruptcy and was forced to close down the park. And in order to pay off a lot of legal fees and stuff. Oh shit, is that iOS logo on there? Didn't notice that. Oh yeah, as I said, in order to pay off all the legal fees, he is essentially sold off the park to the most stereotypical gang out there. Like, once you see these gangs, you can clearly tell that these was written by mostly white people, or how I think IO Interactive is Danish, or how the Danish think gangsters are actually like. And basically, the parents of one of the victims of this accident has not only placed a hit on this guy, but explicitly wants us to make sure the last thing he sees is the picture of their son, or rather his son. The mother seemingly not involved.
What the fuck you looking at, Cracker?
I'm here to see Joseph Clarence.
Never heard of him.
Mr. Swing King?
Oh, that sorry-ass dickhead. What the fuck they call you?
Names are for friends, so I don't need one.
And that's how you introduce your main character. Get called a racial slur and just knock him out. Yeah, like I said, you can definitely tell that this was written by... Now, honestly, Clarence reminds me of my first job. So, as I said before, I'm a hitman myself, but in order to get a job as a hitman, you have to do like they basically have like a small list of like smaller hits you need to kill. And one of these guys, so if you don't remember, I got kicked out of heaven when I died, but after a mostly rigged trial, because all the angels are all assholes and corrupt in some form.
What the fuck was that? Let's check it out.
Yeah, I said Hitman is mostly a stealth game. And basically, Agent 47 had one thing, a fiber wire, which are basically
Cause you're about to be purified, motherfucker. Beautiful fire gonna burn the crime.
Help! Help me! Help!
and yeah, this is like one of the lawyers that basically helped him. I want to put him out of his misery. But
Help! Help me! Help!
it's part of the Hitman Guild rules. So yeah, I said well, I am a Hitman. All the Hitmen and women, or Hitman mostly got gender neutral term here in Hell, but there are non-binary hit people. And I actually did work with a gender fluid hit person once. Oh, that's a story for another day. But as I said, in Hell. Now, normally you're highly discouraged from fighting, but basically once you kill like a guard, like now normally this is something that's very against the Hitman guidelines. Like there's like one of the rules is to not kill civilians. If you kill too many or something, even by accident.
Fuck happened here?
There. Yeah, for instance, that guy was a civilian. But, and I was involved. He may have been a guy that was making drugs, but, as said, we do not allow that here. Because if you do, you're basically revoked from being a hitman. Hit person. And wondering why I'm saying hitman and not assassin, well, there's a difference. Now, attention meter basically is there. Green means not too deadly yet, but could be if things go wrong. Yellow is be careful there, and red is you're fucked. You're just fucked. You're caught. But as mentioned earlier, so now we got a crate full of baking powder. Is this used to make drugs? Yeah, basically a hitman gets paid to kill people. Assassins do it for free. And assassins usually have like some form of
Alright, you cool.
okay then.
Shit, man. Somebody gotta fix this motherfucker.
I can get the money,
And
sweetie.
there's
It's
the
as good as
fucker.
mine already. Mr. Spook's got it. We'll open the park.
That's not his actual
It'll be
name, by the
like
way.
old times. No, just a few more days. You gotta believe me. Don't say that, sunshine. Mr. Spook's gonna come through, baby. He's good for the money. I won't sign the papers. I won't. You gotta give me one more chance. You gotta. Baby cakes? Sunshine? Hello?
Don't worry, lady. I'll take care of it for you. Oh, so does he look like Al from the guy running Al's Toy Bar from Toy Story? Like, he looks a lot like him. He even kind of sounds like him, of a more Boston or. So I said, my first job, technically, because it was against the prosecutor that got me sent to hell. It turns out the guy was also a priest at a church, and not only was he secretly abusing any children that like went to this church there, but he was also using church donations to fund cheese pizza. If you know what it is, you know. Yeah, I've hardly actually used people's human shield, but I've never had a use for this.
I don't want to die, man. Don't kill me.
Well, good news, you're not gonna die. And I'm not gonna kill you. Yes, I mean, I would kill these guys. The hookers in there, they're fine. Mostly. But as I said beforehand,
it's been a while now, Scoop, and I was just wondering where we were on the whole money.
oh yeah, where is Baltimore?
Yeah, see, the thing is, if you remember,
Michigan, I think?
what we agreed to was it'd just be a short while and you'd pay in cash and...
Oh no, it's Maryland, close enough.
I know what the pressure you were under must be, but the deal is a deal, and I was hoping, maybe you could just pay what we agreed on, even though you've been here for, heck, more than twice as long as we agreed to. But just pay
How
the
fucking
original
stupid
amount
are
and
you?
move on. Not right away, necessarily.
I'm actually
but,
surprised that you weren't dead.
Appreciate it.
That Scope hasn't killed you beforehand. Yeah, if you can't tell, Scoop is the guy that's the leader of this street gang. But so now we have a sniper rifle. So basically, when I found out about this, the guy, I went to his church, and that's when, yeah, where's the third? All right. Sadly, you can't hide your sniper rifle, and I kind of wonder how the ice even got it there, but ow. But basically, that's when I held my gunpoint, because I had basically bought that's when I bought the 2 shotguns I used for my jobs. The guy ends like trying to bribe me and said, I told him,
Very little.
Oh, yeah. Fine-looking bitch like you.
why would I take money from the likes of you? Because remember, this guy was essentially funding
Unwrapping me.
Cheese Pizza.
Damn, girl. I'd have your fine ass unwrapped before you could say, who's that handsome stud untying my ribbon?
I bet you could. Oops. That's Uncle Joe. Better get back to your post.
Yep. The guy's niece is a slut.
Anybody bring any papers today, Carol Ann?
No, Uncle Joe.
Sure? You haven't been flirting with a bum out there all day.
Alright,
Swear to God, Uncle Joe, no one's gonna lie at all. Except Dell. And he's not a bum.
sure he's not. Thanks, Caroline. That's all.
Are you alright?
Yeah, fine. Go on.
He also poisons people, but part of him guidelines, no civilians. Or humans. The only time you're allowed, you get the go ahead to kill humans is if during a demonic possession, and they're.
That's not true. You know. Who the hell are you? How'd you get in here? Caroline!
My client has hired me to show you this photograph.
I don't understand.
My client has asked me to ensure it's the last thing you ever see. Please, look at the photograph, Mr. Clarence.
Oh, please. Haven't I suffered enough? Don't you think I know how much suffering I'm responsible for?
Oh, so they call you the Swinking, huh? Oh, how about this? Die, motherfucker! Fuck! Yeah! Pete, you're lucky I'm not gonna kill your niece. Cause just to make sure, just to give you some karma, I would fucking kill her just to prove a point. Yeah, normally I would just bash his head until there's like there's like not even like a head left. But damn it. The government was gonna do anything about it, so I was. Alright, so oh, that's what the syringe was. But again, as part of the company policy, we do not kill civilians. Although she might cause trouble.
Don't hurt me, please! Let me go!
Like I said, I'm not going to. I would, but again, guild policy. So basically, that's when the guy tried some of his two guards. The first guard, I also bought a couple jobs, mainly knives and a gun. Knives and my 2 shotguns. Alright, better take the photograph again. It's for the family. But then the other guy, I basically just grabbed him and basically bashed his skull onto like a piece of furniture until he was dead. And then before finally the guy like this was panicking, even crying a little, but I blew the fucker's head off with my shotgun.
You got an intruder scoop. Some motherfucker busted in on Jay-Z's watch.
Alright.
I don't like uninvited guests.
I was gonna bust a cap in his ass, Goose. But I remember what you were saying about playing
That's when like a kid showed up.
it cool, yo. And I tried to play it cool, but
Alright. Well, we killed who we needed to kill. Because I won't be... I get a Desert Eagle. Don't worry, ma'am. I'm not gonna kill you. Alright, so at the end of each mission, once you finish your job, you'll, you'll get a newspaper that acts as like your ranking system of sorts. The Long Island... do we really need a police? I mean, depends. Basically, the cleaner slays 13. Basically, they follow the same test. Baltimore Parmesan confirmed that this morning that former theme park tycoon Joseph Clarence was killed in at the closed theme park Southland Park. Basically, it just points out like what you did there, like how you killed him. Because people say like not to use guns, but you're gonna see me here. All right, here. Joseph Clarence killed. Please suspect blood money is involved. Mr. Clarence believes they finally episode. 12 security professionals were killed. One of the victims found dead this year is the first and next scientist. And then, of course, he also provides some backstory as to who, about your target. There. Joseph Clarence was one of the 90s most colorful person, but each of those powerful personality designs. And no South Atlantic size presence. Heterosexual, he radiated success. But too bad. And yeah, you also might want to keep an eye out for certain things, because they actually will provide foreshadowing of what's going to happen later on in the story. Special offer: the exclusive grape of El Diablo, Casa Chilean. $3 bottles for only $10. Wow, that's perfect. 2000s. Cold Run Killers actor. And some of these are kind of funny. Yeah, biotech goes bust. A biotech boom in the 90s. Others. Following one day's announcement that Human Genome Solutions would be closing its operations in Southland. And some of these are actually can be pretty funny and exclusively for men. And yeah, you also want to take note because this whole president candidate stuff, because that's the thing there. And of course, this one, like kids lemonade stand condemned, demolished. So at Maple yesterday, watched in tears as their handmade lemonade stands all by municipal workers. The three sisters were operating the lemonade stand a quarter glass limit, but the lemonade stand apparently shipped on business from nearby convenience store owner Bob called to look their sister at the lemonade stand. God, that's what the hell? And then police were shocked, but not entirely surprised at yesterday's bloodshed at the abandoned Southland Municipal Law. While law enforcement they've been aware of the activity for all years. We suspect something was going on, says Police Chief Kevin Armstrong, but since it was private property, the Swing King lived out there. You know. And we weren't receiving any complaints. As much as we did. And it appears yesterday's violence had cleared out of the way. It was a story told by body bags. Whoever did this, and you think it's some kind of rival gang or a very unhappy associate. Whoever does all these multiple murders, and we're obviously going to pursue them. But I'd be lying if they say their job where they're relieved. It makes our job a lot easier. The bad guys take us down. When the bad guys take each other down for us. Attorneys for Joseph Sweet King Clarence estate have been affected, so the defunct park will be auctioned off to cover up outlanding expenses to the client. who was killed in the violence, had built up for recent years. Clarence is survived by his wife, who reportedly was working with the attorneys to file divorce at the time of his death. And, well, I think we made the job easier for you, lady. We killed your ex-husband. We killed your husband, who was already a shitty person for negligence. Yeah, it's a son assassin right there. Yeah. Which is canonically how the break should go. And oh yeah, I didn't finish the story. There was one witness of my first job. It was a kid. One of the kids I was being abused at this church. It turns out that the kid actually agreed not to tell the authorities about it because well, it turns out that the kid was being abused by the people running this church. Yeah, as I said, like, the reason why I wasn't as harsh to this franchise compared to other Western IPs, I used to call them Eidos trash, is because Square, for some reason, being Square Enix, thought that Hitman wasn't a hit. Well, a hit, like popular, because it didn't meet their expectations. Wow, I'm pretty sure it's sold fine, but Square's just being Square. And they not only did they ended up like dropping IO Interactive sometime later, and they even, but and IO almost went bankrupt. Like, dear God. But in the end, IO was actually able to make a deal with Warner, of all companies. And they got to making the rest of the World of Assassination trilogy. And I know that one won, but I kind of like this game a lot more, and I've actually was very close to finishing it. Now, as much as I would like to bring my shotguns with me, shotguns are like one of the few non-concealable guns, and those are the guns that I do recommend using. But yeah, the kid, I told the kid asked if I was going to handle the CP ring, but I told him that I wasn't allowed to kill humans as much as I would like to kill those guys there. And I told him, so I basically asked, apparently the prosecutor had a note had like a post note of where he was supposed to be up the ringleader that day, and I told it, which was also where the ring actually was. Yeah, that's actually what it is. I told the kid, here, use this ring. Here, call the authorities and tell them to go to this location. Don't tell me about it, okay, kid? Kid thanked me, and, well, the rest was history. And, well, there. Apparently, when I got back, the guy rang, like, the Hitman Guild shop, where basically you're supposed to buy our stuff there. He was shocked about how ruthless I was. But yeah, in the end, I got the job. Present day.
Yeah.
Rick Henderson, first edition.
He's expecting you. This way.
Rick Henderson. I've been looking forward to this.
As have I, Mr. Alexander.
Don't let's stand on ceremony. Call me Jack.
Rick.
Make yourself comfortable, Rick. I'll be right with you.
What the hell?
I admire your work. Real journalism.
Thanks. I thought we'd start with your thoughts on the White House attack, then discuss your tenure as director of the FBI, post-retirement reflections, whatever, and...
Rick.
Or if you want to sound off on politics...
Rick, my apologies. This interview about me is just a cover for a more sensitive story. I'm sorry to have lured you here under false pretenses, but I couldn't risk a leak.
I'm not sure I understand.
Don't worry. It's the scoop of the century.
If I had a dime for every time I heard that...
Listen, please. It begins with a little incident at a vineyard in Chile that caught my eye some time ago. This was a family business. Fernando Delgado and his son Manuel. Well-liked, hard-working men. Have a look at the folder.
Hello, 47. Your next target's in Chile. His name is Fernando Delgado. Used to be a colonel in Pinochet's intelligence service. Now he's running a cocaine factory under cover of a vineyard. Satellite imaging suggests the lab is underground. Fernando's son Manuel is on the coke trade, so to make it look like a drug hit, you'll have to take him out too. We'll get you in with a pensioners club from Santiago for the big celebrity unveiling of Delgado's new wine label, named for 80s B-action star Rex Stanton. There'll be at least one TV crew on hand, so keep an eye on them and their cameras. Delgado's got a seaplane, and that may be your best way to get out in a pinch.
Alright, so now I got our next job. It's, we're going to have, our target is a man named, Don Fernando Delago, who was a... Alright. This retired colonel is working for a Chilean feared intelligence agency. He is considered a well-respected and successful wine producer. Even though this is a cover for operation for his true business of drug trafficking, to promote this year's fine line, the Chilean Red Line, he has persuaded American action movie actor Rex Stanton to endorse it. His agent is one of Delago's main customers and is well connected in Tinseltown, where trade is booming. So yeah, but in order to try and make this look like a drug hit, we need to kill his son, or the oldest son. Alright. The eldest son of Fernando Exalvador Delgado. He tries to live up to his father's reputation and aspirations. He wishes nothing higher than to walk in the footsteps of his beloved papa, but has already broken rule number 1. Never use the stuff yourself. He has a formal education, and spends his time water skiing, playing tennis, and downloading porn off the internet. Like me! Minus the tennis and water skiing. The daily cocaine high makes him unpredictable and dangerous. Cover boxes up for sissy cowards! So now, after we got our briefing, we can actually go off and... However, we can buy some weapons. Or at least that. Yeah, you really need a silencer. It's like one of the many rules of being a hitman. Always have a silencer on your guns. I mean... I was able to do it, but it still looks badass like on there. I'm not like I actually don't own any guns in real life, by the way. I should probably get right here. Now the main tools of the trade are as follows: the binoculars, which I don't have use for; lockpicks, which I mean, why would you not have a lockpick if you're in the stealth? Mines and detonators. The fiber wire, although I prefer knives. Sedative syringe, which basically just knocks out your target, and the poison syringe, which kills your target. Well, let's get ready to kill this guy. A father and son duo. That is a loud as hell plane. Ah, the cigar. He didn't even put it in the trash. Bastard. Now then. Now here's the thing that we got to do. I'm not sure I should have used it right then and there, but we need a disguise. Oh yeah, the physics of this game are friggin' hilarious to me. Yeah, we're just gonna... I don't know if... Yeah, as I said, this version actually adds a couple more stuff to... Oh crap, I might just end the episode right here since, well... 45 10 minutes. Back, subscribe, I'll see ya.